free. If you want to see an additional 5-minute preview of this next Ultra Vegito episode for free, just sign up to my manga newsletter, mangaletter.com, using the links in the description or pinned comment, and simply enter an active email and your name, and it will be with you instantly after for free. So make sure to check your spam, junk, or other folder if you don't see it. This is a treat for every one of you who cannot afford the Patreon, so enjoy. But meanwhile, on Earth, in a far more dark scene, 4 Saiyans would be seen not so lucky as Vegito and Yamoshi. Their heads blown off in a pool of blood, as a mystery demon stands watching over them. He killed them! But as those Saiyans fall, 3 others looking on in dismay and shock would be watching on nearby, completely shocked that they would lose their Saiyan brethren so easily and so violently. Who is this? I won't let you get away with this! But one of the Saiyans in particular would soon feel something other than shock and fear, as rage would build within him as a change begins to occur. You'll pay! As without warning, in a classic power-up from the days gone by, the Mystery Saiyan would scream as his aura would explode, his hair increasing in its volume of spikes and covered in blue lightning as he ascends on the spot for the first time from a Super Saiyan to a Super Saiyan 2. Whoa! Kalo! Immediately surprising his fellow Saiyans, who pushed back by his intense aura and power-up would just watch in awe at his transformation, with the armored, larger Saiyan muttering, "You did it! You finally went even further beyond!" And as the mysterious humanoid-like demon would watch, even his curiosity would peak mildly, as his fist would clench and he would mutter, "This one seems to be different." And it wouldn't take long after that for the newly transformed Super Saiyan 2 to rush in with full confidence and adrenaline running through his veins. Immediately launching into a swiping kick, followed by a barrage of punches. But though each one of these would make direct contact, from our point of view, it wouldn't seem like the demon was affected at all. More like a statue than anything. Try this! But most likely blinded by rage, Kalo himself would not notice a thing, pivoting his body around and pulling his elbow back until... slamming it hard, perfectly right onto the exposed temple of the demon. But yet again, no matter its force, and no matter the excitement of his newfound power, this wasn't the Cell games, and this was making absolutely no difference to the outcome of the battle. What is going on? This has to be a trick! And this time, finally, Kalo would begin to realize how meaningless his attacks have been so far. His mind, having never seen such a foe in his timeline, completely shell-shocked. Maybe he's immune to physical attacks! But trying to rationalize things, the Saiyan would not give up, jumping backwards before... Whatever you do, you will not escape justice! As now yelling at the top of his voice, a strange, electrified energy would concentrate right within his hands, growing stronger and stronger by the minute until... Gallic Bullet! Mimicking the techniques of our timeline's Vegito, Kalo would then fire out a powerful beam of energy, solely aimed at the standing still demon. No, he's no different after all. But even as the beam would approach, the now thoroughly dissatisfied invader would just stare it down. Regardless, being caught in a giant over-theatric explosion. He got him! Surprising his two Saiyan buddies in the process as they cover themselves yet again from the debris and blasting winds. Ha! Kalo, you did it! Man, the captain's going to be proud of you! But once the aftermath would settle down, only elation and pride would fill the shorter Saiyan, as he would scream out, thinking they had avenged their brothers. Wait! But little would the Saiyan know, his life as he knew it was about to change forever. As with an uncontrollable shake in his torso, he would soon realize he had been struck by something. No! When did... As when the terrified Super Saiyan would eventually look down, in his stomach, piercing through even his armor, a bloodied hole, sniped before he could even realize. But in hindsight, it would barely matter, as only moments later would that singular beam be followed by several more, to finish the job not just for him, but for the other larger Saiyan too, both dead on the spot, without a name to even put to their faces. Tiny lettuce! But at least Kalo, seeing them die before his eyes, just like the other four, would give them one, screaming their names as the only thing he could do when against such a power like this demon. And it would be from this demon, of course, that these attacks would be coming, as when the smoke would fade, standing there, with his finger pointed outwards and his hand behind his back, the planetary invader would stand as cold in the face as ever. You! What have you done? Leaving Kalo now to scream out to the demon from the distance, but only causing him to then turn his aim towards the Saiyan, as the creature would let out, "Don't worry, you will find out now." And if you want more, the next video is already up live on my Patreon right now for over 4,500 plus incredible patrons who are getting early access episodes for life, as well as actively seeing hidden Ultra Vegito content. And if you want that too, head to my Patreon to see the full next video and see just what insane turn of events happens next in yet another very long episode. So join now and talk to me. Links are in the description and pinned comment.